Sony has a real big challenge this year at E3. One, they're no longer gonna be the company that has the most powerful gaming console ever created. Sadly, that is Microsoft's hand right now. Just on paper, the Xbox Scorpio is more powerful than PS4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U. So right now, Xbox has the most powerful console to date right now. And it really pushed Sony in a corner. I know Sony doesn't want to really say it, but just by looking at everything Sony has been talking about, everything that Microsoft has been talking about, everything that Nintendo has been talking about, Sony is really backed up in a corner right now. And they need to deliver. They need to deliver at E3 to maintain their edge, to maintain that slight lead that they have right now in the gaming console community right now. But it begs the question, will Sony dominate this year's E3? I mean, Sony has been dominant primarily this year and last year, with their PlayStation 4 brand, with their PlayStation 4 line. Sony has been killing it right now. But with the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox Scorpio, being extremely popular, obviously with Xbox Scorpio only being popular on paper because the console is still not out yet officially, only on dev kits and certain leaks and stuff like that. But Sony is really backed up in a corner. I mean, let's face it, the PlayStation 4 Pro was not a big success. I mean, it's rudimentary. It's a borderline failure right now. Even though Sony does not want to admit it, the PlayStation 4 was not the 4K mid refresh that gamers wanted. Gamers wanted a full 4K console and they didn't get it with the PlayStation 4 Pro. So Sony is really backed up in a corner right now. So what they're gonna do at actually E3, will they dominate E3 this year is the big question. My answer is no. My answer is no, clearly from the fact that Sony doesn't have anything interesting coming out. The only thing Sony has going right now is content. Is actually content. But actually, let's face it, when the Xbox Scorpio comes out in 2017 or whatever year it comes out, it's really, depending on the pricing wise, it's really gonna cut into Sony PlayStation's profit. My theory is Sony's gonna try to come out with their content, maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe Final Fantasy 7 remake by actually Square Enix, their first party titles, and maybe some added features to the PlayStation 4 Pro, something along lines of that nature. But no, they're not going to dominate E3 this year. I mean, it's honestly, I think with the hype of the Xbox Scorpio and the Nintendo Switch, them two are really going to be the shows to watch. I mean, just right now, Sony just doesn't have enough on their plate. I mean, they're gonna rely on their first party titles, and that's fine because Sony's first person titles, their first party titles are gonna be awesome. Sony's first party titles have been pretty awesome so far, and they're gonna continue to be awesome. And of course, there's the hype with Final Fantasy 7, Kingdom Hearts remakes, and Kingdom Hearts 3 and all this other stuff. And that's gonna keep Sony, relevant, but they're not gonna dominate. I'm seeing Microsoft taking it this year. I think Microsoft's going to dominate E3 if they come out with actual Scorpio facts. We're talking about pricing. We're talking about the actual look of the console, the actual name of the console. The Nintendo Switch, obviously they had some big Pokemon news. Supposedly the rumor is they're going to have playable demos for those in Pokemon games, and some added features about the Switch, talking about their online that's going to come out in 2018. So I'm seeing more of Microsoft versus Nintendo for actually dominance of E3 more than Sony. And that's kind of sad. I think Sony got scared with actually Microsoft, even though they don't want to admit it, they did get scared. And it's really showing. And hopefully at E3, they could recuperate. They could show off some great footage, great games, maybe some features, maybe backward compatibility. Who knows? But in terms of domination, no, they're not going to dominate it. What do you think, guys? Do you think Sony's gonna rock it this year? Do you think Sony's gonna play it safe? Always comment below, guys. I really love your input. I really love your enthusiasm. I really love your enthusiasm for this console generation. So as always, guys, like, share this video, subscribe to my channel for more on videos. Comment below on what more videos you like to see. And as always, guys, just have an awesome day.